Hey everybody, this is Geneva of Geneva's Closet Talk Show. Y'all know how I go. How you doing this Saturday evening? Hello, mijo, mija, whichever one, mijo, mija. Hey everybody. What was I about to say? I forgot what I was about to say. But happy Saturday evening. Wasn't even sure if I was gonna go on. Is people woke? Do people go to the clubs and stuff today? Because it is Saturday evening. Y'all know I don't usually come on Saturdays, but I decided to come on today. And then I just had this song in my mind the whole time. First thing I do want to say is that I was on Facebook today, and someone had went live on Facebook, and I just have a tip, have a rule. Whenever you go live, whether you're going on um, Snapchat, no, not Snapchat, whether it's Facebook Live or Instagram Live or YouTube or Periscope. Did I say that already? Any of those lives, whenever you go on, even if you don't see nobody on there, because people get caught up with numbers. I've said that before. People always get caught up with numbers, and people tend to go on these live things, hit that laugh button, and then they start looking at the numbers. And if they don't see a number, they see a zero, they start feeling a sort of type of way when it's time to talk. Or let's say that they only see one or two numbers down there. They start feeling a sort of type of way when they start talking. Maybe they're I don't know, something happens, but basically what I want to tell you is that you're supposed to still talk. You're supposed to talk as if that number say 100 or 50 people or 1,000 people. You're supposed to just still flow with it, because the fact of the matter is unless you are going to erase the video right after you get done talking, people are going to see it, so it's on constant replay. So there is no point of getting, like kind of stuck with your words and like, oh, well, it ain't nobody on here. There's only 3 people on here, but they're going to watch it. Like, people going to be watching because they can always come back and watch it. So just talk, just free flow to talk. Because I heard a person complaining because there wasn't enough numbers on that. And I'm like, well, do you know, like, I'm watching it. Right now, I'm watching it. It's an hour after you did it, but I'm watching it now. So, I just want to throw that out there because I don't know why people do that. I don't know why I got this song in my head. Tonight, we're gonna taste a little da-da-da-da-dee all night long. I don't even know the words. All night long, and I, that's all I know. I still be looking in your, I don't know why that song is in my mind. Tonight, we're gonna taste a little paradise all night long. Think it all night long, and I still be looking in your ebony eyes. Oh, did I show y'all my costume jewelry? Look at this. Look at this. It ain't real, but when somebody gets something, because they be like, what you say? So, huh? Let me think about it. Cause huh? Who? Who you say? Who you, girl? No, I had never. Who, me? I had never in the. Let me think. Um, in my mind, I can't. Somehow in my mind, I just can't really. Whenever somebody gets something new, they get their nails done, they just be like, who? I did. Where in the world could that have? My mind is just not together right now. So yes, I got this ring. It ain't real. It's a little costume jewelry and stuff. So I'm trying to let you know this, because anytime during while I'm talking, if y'all see me, I'm just showing off. Don't pay me no mind, because I got this. It ain't real. Didn't I say that already? But whatever. How y'all doing today, people? All the people in the room. It is Ebony Eyes. Okay, girl, because I always say sing songs wrong. I don't never know the words. I don't know what this song. I don't know why I don't never know the words. But just as long as I can do a harmony and y'all got it, you know, we're here, people. We are here. But hi, Ty and Chosen. Hey, Alicia, girl. My sister in the room. Hey, Denise. Why am I talking like this? Hey, sister. Is this a Chicago thing, or is this just a black thing? Or is this some black women thing? Because I don't want to put this on all the sisters. Because there's some sisters right now, like, first of all, I don't do all of this. So don't put me, don't even. So we don't do this. Okay. So don't try to, sorry. It's probably just a me thing, you know, because I tend to do that from time to time. I don't know what it is. I really don't know why I do these things. I just don't. But oh, thank you, Sheila. Dennis Edwards. That was a little Dennis. I brought a little Dennis into this live today, but you know, I really ain't got nothing to talk about. I really don't. Hey, Chad. What is Chad doing here? How was Chad here on there, but he's here in the house? Good evening, Spencer. How you doing today? And Donna, you know, I'm just living life, Jules. Just living life how you live it when you're living it. Now, I always say that I don't really have nothing to talk about, but then I end up having something to talk about. Did y'all see that thing that what was I about to say? Because I had posted, make sure you follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet. Let me just throw that out there. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because I never say that. I never say the like, share, and subscribe thing, because I be forgetting. But did y'all see that thing? Because I had just posted it on Facebook. It was the other day. And it says something about some lawmakers. Don't quote me on who exactly said it, but something about some lawmakers. Said something close to businesses should be allowed to turn people away based on color. That's what he said. He said that business should be, that's what he said. He said they should be allowed. Is they dang on business? Who are you to say that they shouldn't? Now, even though he went back and he kind of retracted his words, and he said that it should not be businesses should be allowed to turn you down based on color. You know, not that. But based on religion, or, you know, based on, I guess, your sexual manner, because I guess he was trying to say that if a business don't want to serve a gay person, then they shouldn't be, you know, able to serve a gay person. I personally feel that the lawmaker meant what he said the first time. Because we get this all the time with these celebrities and lawmakers. They originally say something, and then somebody behind the scenes, I don't know if it's the PR people or somebody, was like, excuse me, you was not supposed to say that on the air. You said that on live. You was live. Did you tweet that out? Take that back. And then the next thing you know, they coming back, apologizing, changing their words. I think that he meant that. I think that he really, did I say pop the neck? I see, I didn't even know I said that. Donna, it could have been the gay wedding cake man, because I did have that on the tip of my tongue, and I wasn't sure if that's the same case. It could, I don't know. Was that two different things? I don't even know. But I know that I had mentioned that to Chad the other day, and we were talking about that in the car we were driving. I was like, did I tell you about what I had seen and whatever? And my opinion on that, I don't know if everyone feels how I feel about it, but my opinion on that is that because majority of the businesses, now let's say that end up truly happening, we know all the businesses, we're just gonna say all. Now we really know it's not all, but might as well be all. All the businesses are white. So if they had decided, so if that was something that became a law, the business to turn people away if they don't want to be bothered with you as far as sex, either whatever, sexual orientation or the color, then where would we go? We can't go to, you know, like if McDonald's don't want to serve us, Burger King or Walmart, the electric company, to buy some clothes, the shoes, you know, let's say Netflix said we don't want to deal with no more black people. They turn it all off. Now this is just saying, because we know that they like that moolah. They ain't gonna turn down that moolah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just keeping it real. But I'm just saying. But let's say that they did do that. I think that they should. I think that they should. Because then it would force black people to man and woman up. And possibly come together. be creative, use some of our creative things to come up with some businesses. If they said that they wasn't going to serve us no more, then what we going to do as far as groceries? What are we going to do as far as groceries? We got to start building our own stuff. I actually think they should do that. I think they should push us up against the wall. Sometimes, don't you, sometimes some people work best under pressure when they put up against the wall and make me feel I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm gonna start becoming creative and start really trying to figure out something, because you're really not gonna bag me up against the wall for too long. You know what I mean? So I actually think that that was a good idea, because other than that, then we're gonna keep using everybody else's businesses. We're just gonna keep on doing it, constantly. I was gonna throw some other stuff out there with that too, because I know Chad said because Chad wanted to talk to me about some stuff too, but we would find a way. We would definitely have to find a way, because me and Chad was talking about this today. Don't it kind of bother you that Black people is not known? I mean, like, what are we really known for as far as businesses? Like, if you say, what are white people known for? Everything, just everything, just across the board. What are they known for as far as business? Everything. Okay, so then we have the Pakistan, Indian type of people. I'm not really quite sure exactly what they are, but if we're going to talk about them as far as businesses in the United States, we're instantly going to start going to gas stations and 7-Elevens and stuff, because we see a lot of them there. They got that. They posted up in that. They got that on lock. If we start talking about the Chinese, Korean, whatever people, as far as businesses in the United States, we're going to start talking about the Chinese food places, the nail shops, the beauty supply stores, which is really a dang on shame, considering the fact that that's our stuff. The beauty supply store, we ain't opened that up yet, like franchise opened it up yet. If we start talking about, let's say some Mexicans, you want those little Mexicans in there. What are they known for? We know that they're known for their Mexican food and landscaping. And shoot, I even know a lot of them that own mechanic shops. I mean, they will hook you up on the oil changes and stuff all day long. But when it comes to Black people, I was thinking like in Illinois, that's the state that I stay in, so I can't talk about Atlanta and anywhere else. But here, that it's a lot of that we just known for. I mean, I guess I can say some barbershops. I guess Black people known for opening up barbershops and beauty salons, I guess. Maybe we're known for braids, for getting that hair, stacked and stuff. I don't know. For linings with the men's and the fades. I mean, I would say soul food, but man, I don't know that many soul food places here where I'm at. And I've lived in Chicago. I've lived in a few places here in Illinois. And I have yet to go to a city or a town and see many soul food restaurants. Just like if you go to a city or a town, you don't see just one Mexican restaurant. There's a few Mexican restaurants. You don't see just one nail salon. There's a few nail salons, few Chinese, you know what I mean? So for me to have to go somewhere and see like one soul food restaurant, and then their hours may not even, they probably say they open 7 days a week, but they probably only open 3. And they say from 11 to 8, but it's probably more like, one day is from that time, and the other days they only open up for 4 hours or something. I don't know what we're known for. It's just a shame. It really is a shame. Trump is the worst president ever, and I mean, but they knew what they were doing when they brought him in. I think I've said that before. They knew what they were doing when they bring him in. Like, why would you vote a reality star in as a president? I mean, like I said before, I was very disappointed when they voted him in for president, because I was, what did that do for Celebrity Apprentice? And then they sat there and put Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. I wanted Trump. Trump was the person that I wanted for Celebrity Apprentice. He is a reality star. He's not even really a real estate person, because he didn't really do that much real estate. them Trump towers and all of that Trump stuff that's in his name. He's being paid for his name, to stick his name on stuff because you see the Trump name. You're like, oh my God, Trump towers and stuff like that. And people know that. So, they're just paying him for branding purposes. So he doesn't even own these buildings. He only owned maybe a handful of Trump buildings, so he's not even good with business. So it's not even like it was like, okay, well, he might not be a president per se, but he's really good with business. He's not even good with business, So they literally put a PR person in. I think Donald Trump is really good as PR. If you want to get your name out there, you want to get yourself out there, he's good for that. And he's one of them ones that all publicity is good publicity, even if it's bad. Like, he's one of those ones. So he would have been good as a PR person, because he just says off the wall, just like, you know what I mean? He would have been good for that. But as far as being a president, I don't know. I feel like they did that on purpose. They definitely did that. Hey, Davina girl, how you doing? I remember, Ma. I remember. I ain't even thinking about Hillary. I don't trust none of these people personally. But what else was I going to be talking? I was going to talk about, Obama and the whole Netflix thing. You said yes, but I love diversity as well. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a little diversity if it's helping out, and they're not going to be biased in any type of way. Yeah, if it helps out. If it helps out. Obama and the whole Netflix thing. So what did y'all think when you heard about the Obamas is going to start doing their own thing on Netflix? I seen a lot of people, they were like, ooh, Obama and the Netflix, and ooh, Obama and the Netflix. Me and Chad had a conversation about that too. Have I heard about Anthony Bourdain and the whole suicide? I sure did. I actually posted that on my Facebook page. Make sure you go follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet. You know what? I'll get back to that because I probably got about this much words to say on that whole thing. But the whole Obama and the Netflix thing, my opinion on that is, first of all, I think I was a little surprised that how I heard a lot of Black people, I don't know, Black people be throwing, my people throw me off sometimes because I think we just wishy-washy, and I think we just kind of jump on anybody bandwagon, and I don't know if we just stick up with people just for the sake of them being Black. Like, I don't care if you're Black. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you whatever, like, I don't quite understand that. But first of all, I was just shocked that people wasn't like, why don't they do their own stuff? Why are they going to Netflix? Like, I was really surprised by that no one said that. Everybody was like, oh, they're going to Netflix. And I'm like, oh, okay. To me, it was almost like they need a job, and it's not saying it in a mean way. It's saying it in a truthful way, because we know all of our former white presidents has some kind of wealth, like they had money, they come from money, they started getting money. They just had money. You know what I mean? So let's just say, for instance, Bush. When Bush was done being president, what did he do? He went back to his ranch. Didn't he go back to his ranch in Texas and probably ran the horses and out there golfing? Bill went back there golfing and stuff like that. Like, they got properties and land and ranches, and then the Kennedys had the vineyard. You know what I mean? Like, they got stuff. So then I started thinking of Obama, Hillary, Michelle, and whatever, Obama. And they from Chicago, Hyde Park. And I know people be like, oh my God, Hyde Park is a good area in Chicago. Hyde Park is a small area in Chicago. It's not like a city or a town. It's like so many blocks put together, and they call it the Hyde Park area. And if I'm not mistaken, that's where Obama came from. So if Obama and them came from Hyde Park in Chicago, that's like a few blocks of good area. It's no huge property. It's houses right next to houses. So anybody can easily get to Obama's house, and you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he was going back to his acres of land, or you know, none of that type of stuff. He going back to his wealth. He got all of this money and stuff in the bank because he been had that. He didn't have that. To my knowledge, he was just regular senator. Michelle went to Kenwood Academy. Kenwood Academy on the south side of Chicago, over there on 50, 40, 60 something. That side, oh, that's not a good side of Chicago. So I figured that they need a job, you know, need something to, you know, need some money. Maybe they want to move to another area. Because when they got when he was done, like, where did they go? Did they go back to their house in Chicago, or did they get another house? I'm really interested in knowing that. But that's how I figured that that it is getting a job, like something as far as some money or something. Because Netflix, why in the world would the president, the former president of the United States, want to work for Netflix? Oh, okay. Oh, he gonna work for them, not be a partner, a CEO, COO, or not that, not get some shares in it, you know, but work for, put some programs on. So what are they producing movies now? So the former president of the United States, are they producing and what, directing movies for Netflix? For the white people, the president. So, you know, it made me feel a little bit sad for them. Actually, I felt a little bad for them once I thought about that. I was like, is that what they're doing? I mean, well, I guess you got to do what you got to do to feed your family. Maybe that's why they were rubbing elbows so hard with the celebrities, you know, because they were rubbing elbows hard with the celebrities. Maybe that's why, you know. So I don't know. Oh, they bought a house not far from the White House. Oh, they needed to, because Chicago, you know, especially the area that they came from. But then even that, like, where did they get the? I don't know. I don't know. Where did they get the money from to buy the house? Is he still getting paid from being a president? Did he have a lot of money saved up from being a senator? See, now, I didn't even know that they bought a new house. Good thing they didn't go back to Chicago, because I was like, what did they do? Did they move back in the house? Because the houses are really close to each other in Chicago. So there's no way that you ain't got fans coming over knocking on your door. Oh, they rented a house. They are still in DC till their daughter graduates from high school. Oh, they're renting a house in. Okay, so you see, it's all kind of sort of. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? They got to rent a house, the properties, the wealth is not totally there. Got to do something as far as jobs and income, because they don't have the wealth like everyone else, like the other former presidents. Did y'all hear about that 10-year-old boy that was arrested? I mean, that was handcuffed in Chicago. How sad is that? How sad is that? Now, there's a lot of sad things going on in the world. Okay. Okay. But for some reason, when I read this yesterday, I was like, really? Because they said that it was a 10-year-old boy who was handcuffed and he didn't do anything wrong. Because what had happened was that the police said that they had got a call that there was a 12-year-old black boy in Chicago. And I don't know if they said that he had a gun, or he was showing a gun, or passing out a gun, or something. So then the police came and they seen this boy. They see this 10-year-old black boy. Now, the police say that in their defense, that they don't have, you know, like, they don't know if the boy was 10, 12, 13. Like, they don't know. All they know is that they got a call about a 12-year-old black boy and they handcuffed the 10-year-old black boy. And he was so scared that he urinated on himself. And his grandmother and his mother was like, he didn't do anything wrong. And they like raising up his shirt. He has no gun. He didn't do anything. And, you know, that was just, you know, I just was like, I know that 10-year-old boy had to been terrified. The police running up on you, all the stories that I know he had heard about the police. And then they running up on you, putting handcuffs on you, talking about, do you got a gun? That made me scared for my son, just because my son is 13 years old. Jaden is 13 years old. He's tall. So he could probably go for a 14. I mean, yeah, I guess he could go for a 14, 15-year-old. Just makes me feel like that if that someone could call the police. My son could fit the description of something. You know what I mean? Someone can say a 15-year-old black boy, and my son could just be having to be walking down the street, and then the police come to him and handcuffing him and questioning him. Do you know how terrified my son would be if that happened? Do you know how irate I would be if that happened to my son? They don't even know or totally understand. I mean, like that was scary. I mean, so scared that the boy used the bathroom on himself. This world is getting pretty dang on scary. That's why when people always be sitting up there talking about, I just hope, I wish I had a lighter. People be sitting up there talking about, this lighter don't even work. The world can be a better place, and we all just show love, and we love each other. And we just gonna have love, and not in what world? This world? That's not gonna happen. Things are gonna get worse before they get better. The people not read Revelations. Did you not read Revelation? And I'm talking to a lot of black people right here, so I know y'all been up in church. I know you read Revelations or heard about it. And if you did, then I don't know what it says. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. I mean, yes, but no, it's not gonna get better. It's gonna get worse, and it's just scary. That's why you got to talk to these children, and I definitely got to talk to my children. Am I still buffering? Yeah, it is really ridiculous. Oh, Mahogany said they purchased the home. So the Obamas, I guess they purchased the home in DC and by the White House while their daughter is going to school. Hmm. Wait a minute. So confused. I'm reading some people. Hey, somebody just said, hey, Penny girl. It was something else I was about to say. We the people are still paying him. They are renting a house in Georgetown. It's in an area for upper middle class wealthy people. Yeah, I feel bad for him too. Yes, you definitely got to talk to your sons. Yes, you definitely have to talk to your kids about the police. Period. Whether it's boys or the girls, you definitely got to talk to them about the police and about the world. Period. You got to talk to them about people. You got to talk to them about energy. You got to talk to them about spirits, meeting certain spirits over and over again. Because I definitely try to teach my children that. Because I started learning that a little bit later on in life. I guess I started being able to pinpoint a little bit how a lot of people got the same type of spirit. I think I mentioned that before. And it might not all be all the exact same spirits, but you can see something in somebody and be like, you know what, I've met that particular spirit before. And, and be practically able to pinpoint that person's attitude or whatever, or where that person is coming from, just based off of you meeting that spirit before. And sometimes you meet people and that person got about 3 or 4 spirits in them that you done met before. And then you're very easily able to figure out exactly who you're talking to and how to deal with the person. And once you are able to do that, to pinpoint these spirits a little bit better, and I do believe too that people need to, I don't even know where this came from. I do believe too that people need to be quiet more and listen often. I believe that if you be quiet and you listen to people, then you can really understand a person's story, where they come from, and what makes them do the things they do, how they ended up getting that insight of them thoughts or whatever the case may be. I think that helps me out with really understanding people. Just like, for instance, I may know A long time ago, I may have met a girl that was in an abusive relationship, right? And most people, when you meet somebody that's in a relationship that you don't necessarily like, the person is being played or cheated on or being beaten or whatever the case may be, your thing that you're going to usually do, especially if they're talking to you about what's going on in their life, what you would typically do is start giving your opinions on what they should do. You should lead this relationship. This is how you should handle it. Why are you tolerating these sort of things? And it's okay and all to do that, but especially once you realize you done had a conversation with this person a few times and you realize that they not going nowhere. And I don't understand this person because that's not necessarily me. What I would advise you to do is then zip your lips and start listening to them. Start understanding their mind frame and what causes them to do the things that they do. As a matter of fact, you will really be a good person if you start questioning them on some stuff. So why did you do that? So what did you say? So then what did he say? So where do you think that comes from? So did your mom do stuff like that? What about your dad? Do you know your dad? Oh, wow, he was that type of person. What about your siblings? Are they like that too? Your siblings aren't like that. So just you're like that. I'm telling you, like, I do that a lot. And it's really just so I can understand them for future reference, because I'm damn near positive I'm going to meet that spirit again. I'm going to meet that exact same spirit again later on in life. And when I do, I don't want to be shocked like I was the last time when I met that type of spirit. And I was like, oh my God, I would never do anything like that. So I don't even see why you're tolerating it. I won't be all like that, because then I will have a better understanding, because I zipped my mouth, I asked some questions, and I listened, because it's important to know the people that you are surrounded by in the world, whether or not you have to deal with these people on the all the time or not. It's just good to know, because you never know who you run into. It could be a person with an attitude. They just got a stank attitude all the dang on time. But you probably met that attitude before. I guarantee you done met that attitude before, especially if you've been on this world, been on this earth long enough. You done met it. You done met it. You done met some of these men that ladies are dealing with. You done met that man before. And if you ain't met that whole man in totality, you done met that spirit. You done met some of them spirits. You should be able to, for the most part, know a little bit, kind of, sort of, what you dealing with. Like I said, it may be different spirits spread out. I met that attitude before. I met that and met that. You got to take it and put it all together. Yeah, I don't think that people really be quiet. I think people talk a lot. And I just think that I'm a really good listener. What I have noticed is that I get a lot of calls with people not necessarily asking Geneva about Geneva. It's more about them wanting to talk to me. And and I guess I'm an ear. I guess I can be an ear. Now let me just say something about that. I'm just gonna be honest. That bothers me sometimes. A lot of the times that bothers me, because I be like, I got issues of my own. Hello. Do anybody care about how Geneva's feeling today? Geneva may be going through some things. So yes, that do bother me sometimes, but then I kind of look at it as maybe I'm assuming, it's just an assumption, that maybe they feel or see something in me that makes them feel comfortable enough to call me, to talk to me about whatever it is they want to talk to me about. Know that I'm going to give some opinions, but I'm not going to go hardcore on them, even if it's something that I don't agree in, because it's something that I would say I would never do. And I use that word very cautiously, because I believe, and I am a firm believer, that if as soon as you start walking around with your head held high, talking about, I would never do that, I would never put myself in that type of situation. I would never, as soon as you start doing that, I believe the Most High would test you. And he will test you in a way and set you up in a way that you would never had seen it coming. Never seen it coming, because you thought that if that situation came off in a certain way and the way that it presented itself, I would never do that. I would never tolerate that. I would never, no, but he would have it packaged in a way that you never seen it coming. And the next thing you know, that very thing that you were sitting up there talking about, never, you done found yourself indulging and being bothered with. So yeah, I don't, I think people should be careful with the never. You should definitely be careful with the never. Can I give you a for instance? I'm just going to give a for instance, and I'm going to go crazy with the for instance. Because many people, many upon many people say that I would never smoke crack. I ain't never smoked it, but I'm just saying. Now, I would say I ain't never smoked no some crack. I ain't never smoked no crack. I would never smoke a crack in my life. But let me just say this. If somebody came to me with a crack pipe and some crack and a rock or whatever, I would look at these people like they crazy. I ain't never finna smoke no rock. I ain't never in the history of my life. You see how I'm saying that? But the Most High can package it up like this. It can be a tragedy so huge in your life that it brings you down to your knees. Damn near makes you want to commit suicide. You don't want to, the tragedy, it could be huge. Let's say something happened where your children are snatched from you. Car accident, boom, they're gone. They're gone. It doesn't happen. You are weak to your knees. You don't even know why you on the earth anymore. You just sick. You're sick. One day, somebody come by you and say, do you want to take a hit? You just may be that damn broken. You just may be that broken where you may take a hit. And next thing you know, that thing that you was talking about you would never do, you've been tested and it happened. Now, why did it have to be so huge for it to, look, I can't answer that for you. I'm not the Most High. But what I'm saying is that you should be careful saying that. I would never be in an abusive relationship. I ain't gonna let no man beat on me. You gonna let no man gonna hit on me? Okay. You get in that relationship with that man, and he ain't beat on you he ain't beat on you. It's been two years. He ain't beat on you. You know what I mean? And then I don't know, maybe something tragic happened in his life, and he's hurt, and he's at a deep place. He's just sad. And so you do something one day and he slapped the bejeebers out of you. And you make excuses for that because you say his mama just passed. He ain't been like, I've been with this man for 2-3 years. I know this man. He ain't even no abusive type of man. The only reason why he did that is because his mother just passed away. He's hurt right now. Now you done found yourself dealing with some stuff that you said you would never did. Why? Because it was packaged in a way you thought that the abuse had to be you in a relationship for a week or two, a month, a few months. You seen some signs, he hits you, you like, oh hell no, I'm done. No, it just may not go. So that's just my opinion on that. My whole opinion on the never say no. I stopped saying never a long time ago. Not me, just personally. I can't be in my all the time. So I say straight facts. I'm a witness to that. I would never stuff. Yeah, people, with the never. How is the sound? Is the sound okay? Why is my sound not okay? My sound seems like it's very low. Okay. It like dropped all the way down. My sound was like on a 60 something. Okay, and then I wanted to say something else because remember I told y'all that I wanted to do some research stuff with you all. I wanted to show you all how to research stuff. And am I still coming in and out, Davina? Because I just tried to raise my volume because my volume was really low. Okay, that's good. That's good. Girl, it's always a Wi-Fi issue. It's always a Wi-Fi issue. And it's really been bad lately. Like just on my phone, I'm like turning my Wi-Fi on and off. When I go upstairs, I'm turning it off. I go downstairs, I'm turning it on. Like different parts of the house I gotta do. And then don't let me step outside. My phone cutting off. So I don't know what's going on. But don't you remember I was talking to y'all about thing and the research and how to research and because I really do enjoy doing research. And I wanted to show you all how to do it and how you can find information, just in case you're trying to figure out information or you're trying to find somebody or you're trying to figure out if you have a little information. Let me just say this right quick. Anybody can be found. You can do research on anybody. Anybody. Practically anything can be found on anybody. Did I just say that? Even for instance, let me think about this. Even for instance, trolls. You can do research on trolls. Now, I know that they be saying that in order for you to figure out who a troll or somebody is or something like that, that you got to have an IBM or IPM or do y'all know what I'm talking about? The I something address or something. And what is it? An IPM or IGM? Something with an I. You got to have that. Like for YouTube, for instance, they say in order for you to figure out who a troll is, you need to have that certain IP address. Is that what it is? Whatever. In order to figure out who they are. Okay, thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Spencer. I'm just all over the place. Thank you, Spencer and Ty. The IP address. Let me tell you this, people. Not necessarily. Anybody can be found. Antibody. Sometimes all it takes is just a little bit of research. Now, let me say this, okay? Like for instance, a troll. If a troll has a YouTube page, okay, and that troll, of course, is not using their name, they're not using their face, but they're trolling people, okay? They're making videos. They done made a few videos. Now, if that troll kept it just like that, they may be able to get away with some stuff. But most trolls don't do that. They start commenting on other people's pages. They started commenting on other YouTube channels. Once you start doing that, you can be found out. As soon as you start commenting on other people's pages, it's a done dollar. You've been found out. I'm just letting you know. And let the record show that if a troll decides to get an email address, you might as well give your name. You might as well give your name and your picture and stuff because you have totally been found out. Totally been found out. So a troll best bet would be just to make that page and stick to that. Don't comment. Don't make an email address. Don't do anything because, and definitely do not use your name for other stuff. But if you carry that name over with you to Facebook, to Instagram, to Twitter, you've been found out. I don't even need your IP address. Geneva personally can find you. I can find you. All I need you to do is talk. All you gotta do is talk. Talk. Give a person a little time. They will forget that they are troll and they supposed to be doing troll work. They'll snap into a human person, and then they'll start having human conversations and forget that they're supposed to be a troll and they're supposed to be quiet. Anybody can be found out. All you got to do, especially the troll people, all you got to do is start talking and get an email address. You can link anything with an email address. An email? Do you know just with a person's email, you can find out everything from their email? Did you know that? Just from the email. And did you know, too, that Google and YouTube in the search menu if you are looking for a certain somebody, actually helps you out, and you don't even be knowing it. You don't even know that if you're searching for somebody and you type their name in, and usually majority of the time, I'm gonna say majority of the time, all of this other stuff start popping up on YouTube, like a whole bunch of other channels, pages, and you type this person's name in, and you like, okay, I typed this person's name in and I see that their videos and other people that have talked about them who done put their name in the title videos. Okay, but who are these other videos that has nothing to do with that name? Usually there is a connection. Usually there is a connection somewhere, and that also works for Google. Like, let's say, for instance, I had typed in Celestine and Knows, if that's her name, Celestine, said whatever. Beyonce's mom, Tina Knows. I typed in her name in Google. And my favorite thing to do is go to Google Images. I'm telling you, people, if you type in something, I don't give a care what it is. It could be, look, people, I don't care what it is. But if you type something in, I always go to images on Google. Do you know images can be your best friend? And you don't even have to be looking up a person. You do not have to be looking up a person. You can be asking a question about bottled water, but you decide to click on images. Just from the images, it may take you at least 3 or 4 researches into something, and you not totally know that. Some pictures may pop up, and you may be like, what does that have to do with? You may be looking for your mother. You know what I mean? And you see some other people's names that pop up, and you're like, what does that have to do with my mom? How does those names? I typed in my mother's name, and I know this is my mother because this is her name, the town, her age. This is her. But what do these other pictures have to do with my mother? Not, a majority of the time, there's a connection. You just have to take the time. That's the thing about research. Research is all about taking time. Research can be very tedious. Research can be, usually when I'm doing research, I have like 5, 6 tabs up because it's so interesting. Because I'm like, wait a minute, where did this come from? What is that? And then you click on that, then you look into that. Then I'm like, let me save that. Then go over and look up something else, and then figure out where the connection come in at. Yeah, anybody can be found. I just want to let y'all know that. Chosen said, I recently made a comment on Essie's channel. So many trolls replied and got into conversations with other people. Trolls start calling people the B word. Girl, I don't even know what to say about that. Them trolls is something else. Ty said, girl, my son told me he Googled me yesterday. So you show right. Yeah, you can find anybody. You can find anybody. But the thing, Ty, the thing about you is that I bet you that if I did some research on you, and I don't even have to know anything about you, I can just use the information that you got now, just your name. I bet you I can find a whole lot of stuff on you. I bet you I can find some stuff. Maybe if you did, I can find some extra thing that you did on YouTube. Let's say that you commented on other people's YouTube channels. Ain't got nothing to do with me. You could have been commenting on a cooking channel or whatever the case may be. I bet you I can find all of it. All of it. Somehow I will do research and it will all connect and bring all your stuff together. I remember a woman one day, it was sometime last year. She sent me her information. No, she didn't. She didn't send me no information. She sent me an email. And she was saying that she wanted me to help her out with something. And I didn't know if it was, somebody playing around with emails or whatever. So I decided to do some research on her. But all she gave me was a first name. Matter of fact, she did not give me a first name. All I had was her email address. Just off of her email address, by the time I got done, I emailed her back. And I emailed her back with her Facebook channels, her her Twitter channels, pictures of her children, her husband, or the husband and the ex-husband in question she was talking. Everything that she had told me about in her email without giving me her name, I found all of her information just off of an email address that wasn't even her name. just gave last name. I think just a first name, and it could have been partial of a first name. But yeah, I emailed her back and sent her pictures, her Facebook page, her Twitter page. Girl, I found your ex-husband. Is this him? Are these the children you talking about? I found another child. Do you got 2 more kids? I found 2 extra kids on Twitter that seem like they're older than the ones that I found on Facebook. So you just let me know what you talking about. Yeah, no. So yeah, no. I had to report Raging Rob's video when he mentioned me. Who is that, Spencer? I never heard of that person. Raging Rob reminds me of Tommy Sotomayor, controversial YouTuber, and I'm like True Freeman, Indianapolis YouTuber. Are you a YouTuber, Spencer? Spencer Show is a YouTuber. See, I didn't even know that. I don't even know who that person is. I have the slightest idea who that person is. I may have to look them up though and see who exactly are you talking about. I know that's right, Pretty Brown. Absolutely. Cannot. You had to block a racist YouTube troll, stalks me with his channels. Yeah, sometimes you do gotta block them, but sometimes they just make extra channels and then just watch you, with the extra channels, which is fine. I really don't have a problem with that. It really don't make me any difference. Just don't be disrespectful. Don't come on my page or come on my channel and stuff being disrespectful. But my whole thing as far as coming on YouTube, I have to be honest, people. Like it is totally off. I've been totally off lately. Well, first of all, a lot of things is going on over here. Okay, first of all, I keep saying this, but Jasmine is leaving soon. And the more that the time starts ticking away, I find myself getting sad, and then I'm putting into, that Maya is leaving next year. Okay. Then we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. Like me and Chad was just having a conversation. Like, I like this house and all. This house is beautiful. Beautiful house and all. But ain't no way in the world I'm going to keep staying here. And like, this is a 4-bedroom house, plus the office, plus the basement. What do me and Chad and Jaden need with a 4-bedroom house with a and then plus people trying to cut down on bills? I would like to live in something smaller, like a condominium or something. Like I done had houses before. Like, I'm not all ingrained in the whole house thing. First of all, I don't want to cut grass. I'm sick of cutting grass. No more, no cutting grass. And of course, you can pay somebody, but nope, don't want to pay nobody. Snow time in Illinois, nope, don't want to be bothered with shoveling snow in the driveway. I would much rather that be done. You know what I mean? I'm sick of all the water bills and garbage bills and all these extra bills and trying to heat and air condition the whole house. And it's just really a lot. But then trying to keep into mind that Jasmine leaves for the Navy in July next month. Then she should be graduated in September. And then I guess after that, then when she come home for a little bit, then we'll figure out where she's going and, figure that out. Because I would like for when she, leaves and then she come back, she can come back home. Okay. Even though I told them that they better make sure they clean their room out and start packing stuff. Because whenever I get ready to leave, I don't want to have to be clearing out your room and packing your stuff. But then I have to deal with this again next year with Maya. So then Maya, she's gonna go and then do the boot camp and she graduates and we'll figure out where she's going to. But then whenever she gets ready to come back, we want to make sure that we got everything just so we can figure out what is really happening with the children. What's going on with the children? I can make sure that my girls are fully situated. Then once they're situated, it's time to move. It's time to go. It's time to go. Then we're trying to figure out how we want to handle this. Because I keep telling y'all that I do not want to live in the United States of America anymore. I am ready to move out of the United States. Now, if you say that, especially to Black people, they don't believe you. 1, 2, they think you crazy. 3, they talking about you gonna get killed. You will be careful, you gonna get killed. You're like, okay, people, look, I can get killed over here. Okay, all right, okay, all right. If it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. So it's always something. So you practically don't even want to mention it to your own people because they're so damn negative. They just don't have a mind to dream. Dream a little, people. Dream bigger than your area. Dream bigger than your town. Dream bigger than your county. Dream bigger than your city. Dream bigger than your state. Now dream bigger than the country. Now, can you do that? Can you dream bigger than the country? I don't want to stay here. I don't want to stay here. The plan is within the next, I'm speaking this out in the universe, Most High. I know you hear me. The Most High, know I pray to him all the time. I know the Most High, he get tired of me. He probably be like, Geneva, I heard you. Goodness, faith. A mustard seed in faith. Can you go sit down somewhere with your mustard seed and your faith and keep it and stop keep praying about I heard you? Because I have conversations with him on a daily basis, like the Most High, please, I do not want to stay here in the United States of America. Please direct me in the country that I should be at that will be best suited for me and the business that will be internationally. That's my whole plan. My plan is to take my business and take it internationally. Not just here in the United States, okay, okay, right. I've been here all my life. Everyone has. Me, my family, we all know how it is. Ready to try something new. And just want to like live off the land and just my Father knows what I want on a daily basis. I do not want to be here. I want the business to be internationally. But then again, because like I said, it's a lot going on. That has been a thing. Just sitting up here talking about the business because I enjoy talking. I enjoy Geneva's Closet, but I want to do things like, do you ever feel like you sometimes want to do things on another scale and not on another scale of a money scale, Tito? Everything is about money. And yes, you need money to survive. Yes, you do. But I figure that if I think of it differently in my brain, then my life, my path will go a little like, I don't know about everybody else's path, but I'm speaking for myself. I'm speaking for Geneva and Geneva's path. I cannot do everything based off of money. I really would like to do things to help people. Just to help people, whether it's helping a person with their business, whether it's helping that 18-year-old girl who already has 2 children, single mom, okay? She's 18 years old. She already has 2 children. She's a single mom. Her upbringing wasn't the best. She's receiving the link card. She's on Section 8 or some type of subsidized. She did not get her high school diploma or her GED. She's living in this little bitty apartment trying to figure out, is this it? She wants to know, is this it? This area, this apartment, these 2 children, this struggle, this link card, this Section 8, is this it? I'm 20-something, but can't figure out how to get better, how to do better. Don't have nobody to go to, no one to talk to. They can't go to their family because their family just as stuck as they are. They can't go to their friends because their friends is just as stuck and confused as they are. Who do they go to, Mira? Who do they talk to? Who helps them? I want to be there to tell them you can do it. You can do it. Don't get discouraged. All you need to have is that mentality of I want more. This can't possibly be it. There are so many people in the world to say this is it. I guess this is it. I'm gonna make do with what I have. There's tons of people that say that, and there's so many people in the world that's like this can't possibly. It can't, because I know I was one of them. I was one of them. Definitely sat there and said that this cannot possibly be it. So yeah, just want to be able to help people sometimes and help them get their minds together, help them get their, and then you can't really help a person get their business together or do any of them other things unless they got their mind together. A person can't start a business if they ain't got their mind together, because somehow in there they're going to get discouraged. They're not going to be resilient enough. Something bad is going to happen. Then they're going to think, well, maybe this is the end. Maybe I should be done. So that ain't even good enough just to help a person with the business. You got to tap into the mind frame a little bit and find out what's going on with the mind and stuff. You know what I mean? So, Nettie, you talk to him all day. Kids come back. They are going to come back. That's what I was trying to let Jasmine know. Jasmine is like turning up. She turning up like when she goes to the Navy, she's never coming back home. This girl is trying to do everything that she can. Now, true enough, she leaving the 16th of next month. And for her 19th birthday, she won't be here. Acting like she ain't never coming back. But Patricia, can I say something though? Even though you said that the kids are they're coming back, I know, but it just seems so different. Hey, I need a support group. Is there a support group for mothers that are going through the things that I'm going through? Like we all in the same thing of your kids going off to college, starting that new journey in their life, and you just feeling a little all over the place. Feeling all over the place. And the feeling all over the placeness, is that a word? It's not that I don't think that the children are going to come back. Is that I guess it would be knowing a tad that the dynamic is changing a little bit of the house. Wait a minute, I got to get tissue. Okay, I got to get tissue. I'm having tears, people having tears. Right, but knowing that the dynamic of the house changes a little bit. So I think that's the thing, that's the crazy thing. So yeah. I even act like a big baby. I really do. I should be ashamed of myself acting like a big baby. But yeah, it's because I already had one child that's gone. Like Essence is about to be 23 years old. So, But I think that's more what it is. The dynamic changing a little bit. Everybody getting older. They're going to be coming in and out at different times. You have to like set up stuff to get everybody, all the kids and stuff together. It's not like everybody just living in the household, even though I'm excited about them leaving because, get to free up some money and stuff. But, it's a bittersweet thing. How about that? It's a bittersweet thing. But you have a great night too, Spencer. You have a wonderful night. See, Angel on the same. She said, my house will be empty. I'm excited and nervous. See, you see what I mean? Exactly. And thank you for subscribing, Angel. Angel says she's a new subscriber. Thank you, girl, for coming on in. See, Angel, I'm so happy to hear that you're at the exact same place that I'm at. And then I seen one of my Facebook friends put up a posting, and she said that she's into her feelings a little bit because her son just graduated from high school, and she's so proud of him, but he's leaving for college in August or September, and that's her only child. She only got one child. So I can just imagine how she feels knowing that her only one son is leaving. And sure enough, the kids are coming back, but it's just a little different. It's just a little different. Pretty Brown said, I got a 13, 12, 11, and 2. Oh, yeah, you do got a wow. You're at the exact age of talking about sex to the children, to the 13 and 12-year-old. You're at that stage, talking about sex to the kids and stuff like that. And 13, 12, I'm really like sitting back, kind of watching what my son does. That's what I kind of do with my children. I kind of sit back and watch them like I did with the girls. They already knew the rules. They were like 16, 17 years old. I didn't, because look, I feel this way. When your children turn a certain age, I don't know. I'm just speaking for myself. When my kids turned about 15, 16 years old, I tried to not say as much to them, especially 16 years old, because I know that you only got 2 years left. You got 2 more years before you turn 18 and decide to go wherever you're gonna go. So I don't necessarily feel like this is the time that I should be constantly nagging about stuff. We should have some talks. We should have some conversations. But I think what I'm really doing is kind of sitting back watching you, seeing what type of person have I raised thus far? What type of decision making skills do you have now at 15, 16 years old? Have you really been paying attention to anything that I've been saying? Because those are definitely the ages that the kids are then, start talking about the life and colleges and what they want to do and the friends that they're choosing, tolerating certain things with friends and guys and girls or whatever. You just want to see how they handle things. Are they, because they're older now, so you're not 9 and 10 anymore. Are you leaders or are you followers? So I definitely use that time to kind of sit back and watch the girls to see what I was really about to be dealing with when they leave out the house. So now I have a better idea. I have a better idea of what I'm dealing with when the girls leave out the house. But the true test is about to happen when the girls do leave out the house, because now you're not under my wing anymore. I'm not going to be there constantly talking and nagging and monitoring your times and everything else. So now that's the true test. Now what are you going to do? That's the truth. Now I'm really sitting back watching you now with even less to say, because now this is your life. We still gonna have conversations. I'm still gonna have things to say out with them now that they're about to leave the house. It's exciting. It really is exciting. But with Jaden at 13 years old, I'm still trying to totally figure him out, because he ain't even figured out his own self. So I'm still trying to figure out what am I really dealing with as far as him, like what type of big boy is he about to become? Because we don't know yet. He ain't really chose anything. He's still in this whole video game stage. Thank you so much, Chosen. We appreciate that for you. Really do appreciate that. Says that we have raised phenomenal children, and I really do appreciate that. Who is John? You and Chad. Oh, thank you. Have raised phenomenal children. Thank you. Try. It's been difficult. Haven't done everything correctly, but oh no, don't even worry about it. At first, I was like, is there somebody else in here who have some children too? But I see what you mean. Yes, have their own minds and ideas. Absolutely. I became more of a life coach at the teenage years. Yeah, yeah. For the children, you're saying, Angel? For the children, you were a life coach as far as the children? Yeah. Nettie said, when my oldest daughter moved out, I cried. Her sister cried. Her brother cried. We all cried. Oh, goodness. Yeah, when Jasmine leaves, because Maya already been like, I don't know what I'm going to do when my sister leaves. With my sister, because she come home from work, now is my sister home? My sister, because her and, they're very close because they're only 2 years apart. Lady said, I have a 37-year-old, 35, and 31. Oh, my goodness. And a 27-year-old. They all moved out, and the only one is at home is the 18-year-old, and she just graduated, and she moves out. And when she move out, I'm moving to grandchildren. Girl, Nettie, for real, you moving to grandchildren? Whew, you better than I am. You are better than I am. Because let me say something about that, since you brought that up. Because my mother had me when she was 16 years old. So when I went and I had my first child at 17 years old, and my mother was like, what, 17, 37, wait, I was 17, 27, 29, 31, to 23. She was like 34, something like that years old. No, 33 years old as a grandmother. I can tad bit see why my mother probably wasn't all into the whole grandma stage. Because my brother, she had just had my brother. My brother was probably like 3 years old. My sister, 5 years under me, she was still living in the home. I don't think my mother was truly ready for the whole grandma stage yet. And you know, I know some people are, whatever the case may be, but let me just tell you my whole thing. So my daughter had her first child when she was 18 years old. Now, when she had her child, I still got Jasmine in the house, Maya in the house, and Jaden is little. Okay, this was 4 years ago. Jaden was like 9 years old, because Malia is going on 5. I wasn't hugely ready to be a grandmother. Not hugely, like I don't, and I love my granddaughter. I do. And when she come, we play and go to Chuck E. Cheese and go do whatever. But I don't know if I'm like really in that whole huge grandmother stage, like how grandmothers be, you know. I don't know, because I'm still trying to get Jaden up out the house. So, you know, but it is fun when, you know, they come over for a little bit and then you can give them back. You know, that is, oh, I've never been in that position before, because I've always been the one that had the children and people were giving them back to me. So I've never really had anybody children and was able to give them back. So I love that. As far as the grandmother stage, me and my grandchild, we be playing and stuff. And then, yeah, I can give it back to my daughter and live my life. But as far as moving grandchildren and stuff in, oh Lord, I just want to be by myself for a long time. I just want to live by myself. Because I'm trying to let Chad know. I'm trying to, Chad, is you on here? I'm letting him know when the kids leave, don't be expecting all this cooking, bro. I've been doing this stuff since I was 17 years old. You know, Chad gonna have to go in there and start cooking some meals. We're gonna have to do this together. Okay, boo? Together. Because a lot of things gonna be done failed off a little bit, you know. Or you can have what I have, a 25-year-old full-time college student who's getting his master's degree and working part-time. He will graduate next May with his degree in film and TV production. You better go down and work that life. Donna raising them children. Donna is raising them children over there. You better go, girl. You better work it. He getting his master's degree in film and TV production. What is he finna do? Is he finna, you know, I mean, so what is your son trying to do, Donna? Is he trying to produce, or like what is he doing in film and TV production? Oh no, that just seems so cool. If I can rewind time back to a kid, I probably would just go to some type of film and TV, or maybe journalism, or maybe something where I don't even know what they're called, but people that that be all into archaeology, or archaeologists. Is that what it is? Because I'm very much into history and old stuff. Shoot, you take me over to Egypt and teach me about some pyramids, and I can find myself totally engulfed in that. I mean, just totally searching and looking up and trying to understand. But yeah, if I could rewind time, I think that's definitely what I would, either an archaeologist or going to school for journalism or something. Oh, he wants to make movies. Oh, see, that's pretty cool. See, that's what Jasmine wants to do. She wants to do, you know, she loves. How long did he go to school for that, Donna? You know, because I don't even know how long you got to go to school to get your master's, and I don't even know how long all of that takes. Donna said he's still home, which is okay. Donna said he's still home, which is okay, because he's doing something. But after this, he's out. You know, but it's okay right now because he's doing something. But when he get done, he got to get out of here. You know, because I need my house. I need to be able to walk around butt naked if I want to. I'm sick of these kids. You know, because Maya just said that recently. She was like, I know you and mom, you know, probably just want to walk around the house naked. Like, Maya, what do you know about the girl? Did nobody say that? Even though we do, you know, he was want to live their life. You know, I'm just saying. But what does she know about that? Girl, oh, 5 years. Woo, wait, 5 years. Well, look, it's an investment. As long as he finna go out there and make the movies, and he got plans, and he got a way to get that movie stuff done. So I know he done made connections. I know he done made connections. So I know he finna get this on and popping, and he got it. in his mind on how he gonna be able to profit off of this and do his thug dizzle. So okay, there, girl, pretty brown Kim girl. She said, "Isn't it 8 girl? That's a long time. 8 years in school." Still, for 8 years in school, by the time I graduate, I better be making 6 figures, and that first number better at least begin with a 2. At least a 2. At least 200 and something thousand. You know what I mean? 8 years, 8 year piece of school. After I done already did 2 years of preschool, kindergarten, 8 years of grammar school, 4 years of high school. Then I got to do 8 years of college. Okay. All right. Y'all was something else. That's a long time. Did I tell y'all that I bought some clothes online? And I wanted to, because we be trying to figure out, can we do y'all be buying clothes online? Because I purchased clothes online, and I bought a dress from that Queen Fly. Is it called Queen Fly? I think it is called Queen Fly. I seen them on Facebook, and I ordered an outfit from them. I think I ordered 2 outfits from them, and something else that began with an S. Another shop that I seen on Facebook that began with an S. I ordered some clothes from them, and I wanted to tell y'all about it. You could, but I got to figure out the names of it. I can't even remember. 4 years for the bachelor's degree and 4 years for the master's. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. At least he got his education on. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of education. Ain't nothing wrong with getting his education on, as long as he making them moves, like Donna said, making those moves. But what else did I want to talk about? It was some other things I want to talk about, but I was supposed to be talking about it with Chad, but I don't even think that Chad is going to come on. I want to talk about these Black businesses and stuff. Oh, congratulations, Chosen. Chosen said my son is graduating next year with his PhD in African American Studies. So proud of my own and other children. So proud of my son and other children. Oh, go ahead, girl. Go on, girl. That's amazing. That's amazing. Trying to get these kids to be, because to me, that's the real thing. You get them in high school, they graduate from high school, then they're not under your wing anymore. Then you want to know, okay, now that you out there in the world, you said these are the things that you wanted to do with your life when you was in high school. Now let's see what you're gonna do. So the fact that, I believe that if parents are able to, because I really feel like that's true, that's credit to the parents. That if your child was still able to, out of your household or out of all of your, nagging thing, they still kept to what the plan was, because that's what it is. Stick to the plan, make a plan, stick to the plan. I definitely think that there needs to be a plan when these kids are graduating from high school. Got to be a plan, and you hope the children will stick to the plan. If you stick to the plan, children, your life just may go the way that you want it to go. You fall off course, you go a whole nother direction, you start interacting with people that you're not supposed to be interacting, then you done messed up the plan. When you messed up the plan, don't ricochet yourself back to my house, because then you're messing up my plan. Okay, I was trying to figure out a plan for you in your life. Now you done messed up. Now you're trying to ricochet back and mess up my plan. Can't have that. Stick to the plan. Stick to it. And if that's 8 years in getting your master's or whatever, because this is the type of job that you want, stick to the plan. And then another thing, I truly recommend allowing your child in the best way that you can to pick something that they really want to do. Because that's what I just tried to do for my kids. Because I've listened to a lot of parents who and it didn't work out. It ended up flopping. The child ended up getting to college and not even completing it, or getting the job and not even really caring for the job. Later on in life, feeling like that I was doing what you wanted me to do. I never did what I really wanted to do. And considering the fact that I understand being an adult, that life on its own will rip you apart, just tear you apart. Life will rip all your hopes and dreams away. Life can rip it up. So since I know that, I try to do everything in my power to teach my children that part of it, because I do understand, and I've listened to a lot of people say that they had jobs that they wasn't happy with and they hated to go to work, because I've had a few jobs like that too. And then I enjoy doing that it isn't work. I understand that some of them first things that I said back when I was a kid, when I first started talking about, well, once I got a little bit older and I really understood what I was talking about, started saying the things that I wanted to be when I got older, that those dreams and that imagination that I had, that's really what I wanted to do. It's just my decision, my decisions, and life start ripping stuff up. And then when you get a certain age and you can't say certain things to people on what you want to be, because they start being like, that's dumb and that's not going to make you any money or whatever. So when Jasmine said that she wanted to be a photographer and she wants to be in that whole film photography thing, there was nothing in me at all that made me remotely close be like, wait a minute. You can't go and just find no job as no photographer. Ain't nobody gonna just, you can't just go look in the help wanted section and find you a photography job. That ain't how that works. You can't just go look in the newspaper and find you and see that they said that they hiring for a film producer. You know, find something else. Go to school to be, you seem to be a really good girl and you seem to be really in tune with people's feelings and stuff. Why don't you try social work? You seem like you'll be really good at being a social worker, talking to people. It made pretty go to school for this. I didn't do that. I couldn't. Nope, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. But I had to be honest. So what I just told you, I told her. You can't just look in a newspaper. 9 times out of 10, you won't be able to just look in a newspaper, find a job, saying that I'm looking for a photographer. Photographers needed. A person for a film needed. No, I said, but what you can do is you can become an entrepreneur and you can build your own stuff and you can try to build your own film thing and you can become a photographer and get business cards and go out there and start advertising and promoting yourself, and you can become, yeah, you can do this the entrepreneur way. Yeah, but as far as picking this profession and thinking that you're going to so easily be able to go find a job with that, now, like, I have to be honest, but I'm not going to smash your dreams. We're just going to figure out a whole nother way to do this. We're going to figure out that plan. We're going to get this plan together. Now, if that's what you really truly want to do, now we can come up with a plan B and C. You got some plan Bs and Cs, but just in case, no, not really. This is what you want to do. Okay, well, that can happen. You can be anything that you want to be. Look at your mama. Look at what your mama done did. So if your mother done did these things, and I didn't even have a plan, I just, started some stuff, then you can too with a plan. So, what do you want to research? Like, I didn't even do a full thing on research. First of all, I need to learn how to use this screen share properly. I'm still not even totally learning how to use the screen share properly. Wait a minute. What do I have up? Oh, Chosen said that we always say negative things about black men. We have many, many men who do wonderful things in life, but it's never mentioned. Yeah, we need to stop being so negative about our black men. I mean, we really do. I mean, because I personally love black men personally, to be perfectly honest with you. Why, right, right. We really do need to stop being so negative towards them. And then the ones that's, negative towards us, we can either handle that one or two ways. We can either understand that they went through something and that's what caused them to be that way. You can have an understanding heart, or don't pay their ass no mind. That's what I do. I just don't pay them any mind. Well, that's how I do. But other than that, no, man, this is a wonderful thing. There's a lot of strong, capable, smart black men in the world. That's how come I hate it. I hate when people do this. When women be sitting up there talking about it ain't no good men. Oh my God. How many black women have you heard say that there ain't no good black men in the world? Heard them say that a lot. And my response is always the same. Maybe there's no good black men in your area, maybe your neighborhood. Have you went outside of a 10-mile, 20-mile radius of your area? Did you try somewhere different? Did you try another town, another city, another state? Because they're out there. And I'm not even going to sit there and say that all the men in your state, because people will say that it ain't no good black women in the whole state. So you live in Texas. So in the whole state of Texas, no good black. Illinois, just none. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's something about you that keep attracting bad black men or bad black women. Maybe, I mean, it got to be something about you. And that's huge. That's huge, especially when you hear, look, the next time you hear a man or a woman say that, and you've heard them say that before, know that they got some serious issues. It's some issues within themselves. They need to check themselves. Boo, you're gonna have to check yourself, because to pick a person that's off one time, okay, you didn't know no better. Two times, okay, it happens. But 3, 4, 5 times you keep picking the same bad person, that ain't them people. That's you. That's you. So if all of your baby mamas are horrible baby mamas, because that's what you say, that won't let you see your kids and won't let you do, then that's a personal problem. If all of your baby daddies are bad, they're just all horrible. Just none of them pay child support. None of them, just none of them. All of them, they're all abusive. They're all loud and abusive. None of them work. They won't keep a job. Then none of the women, all the women are ratchets. They're all nasty. They all just, then that's you. This is a person that is something about you to keep attracting ratchet, nasty, bum abusive, no wanna work, having people. That's you. That's a personal problem. You can't put that on all men and all women. And to be perfectly honest with you, I've met a lot of smart, intelligent black men. And ain't nothing better than an intelligent black man that can put his words together. Oh, sookie now. Ain't nothing better than. Ain't nothing. Oh, I love it when a black man just got his words put together and he's smart. Love it. Ain't nothing better. Oh, snap. Woo! And let him be handsome, and can dress. Girl, don't play no games. Don't play no game. And it's some in every city, town, and state. They're everywhere. I don't know about every town. Some towns are really small and everything, but they're in every state. They're in every state. So I hate it when people do that. That's a personal problem. So when next time they say that, say, boo, check yourself. You need counseling, therapy. We can look on Groupon. They have therapy on Groupon, because you're going to need to check yourself. Figure out what's going on with you that you keep attracting these same people over and over again. So, because I even had to check my own self on that. Even when I started saying, like, oh my God, Geneva, you see my hands, oh my God. Wait a minute. You keep doing that, Geneva. That's you. That's all you, boo. That's all you. You're going to have to work on that. You can't blame that on nobody else but yourself. Nettie said the men are taking all the good men. Lord. all the men are taking all the good men. And for the men, oh, I'm happy you said that, Nettie, because I have something to say to the men. Not the good men, but to the men. So to the men that's taking all the good men, I appreciate you. Because those good men are obviously them down low men. And I don't want to mess with them. I don't want my girls messing with them. I don't want none of my friends and family members, women set up. So to all the men that's taking all the good men, I appreciate you. We need more of you to get them up out of there. We got to eliminate the ones that ain't supposed to be up in. I don't want no parts of that. And my peoples don't want no parts of that. We got too much down low stuff going on because those can't possibly be the only good men. They can't possibly be. Because if they were, they wasn't a good man for me. Because they was thinking about other parts. I don't know if they were thinking about boobies and vaginas. They were thinking about wieners and booties. Wieners and booties. And anybody thinking about wieners and booties is not for me or my daughters or my aunts or cousins or second cousins. None of them. My friends, they don't want to be bothered with that. None at all. You know. Donna said, go to the business district. You will find them, Lord. I don't want them. Chosen said, take them. Take them. Yes, that's how I feel about anything. Anytime I hear black men being disrespectful to black women, or I don't date black women, I don't because black women, I say, fine. Bye. Okay, that's easy. Just okay. He don't say scratch his name out. He's gone. You know. I only date white women. Okay, that's good to know. White women, take them. Check his name off. They're gone. We gotta get them up out of here. We gotta make room for the ones that need to be here. And if they don't want to be here, or they don't need to be here, or they're not here for us, we have to let them go. We can't be upset about it. I mean, we can be hurt that this is what it came to, but it is what it is. You got to get the bad seeds up out the bunch. We only need the ones that needs to be in there. We don't need the other ones sitting up there messing up the ones we got up in there. Nope, get them out. If you feel that way, just let's get you up out of there because I don't need you sitting up there having that talk around the good ones. Okay? If you're thinking about wieners and booties, then let's get you up out of there. We don't need you over here talking about wieners and booties to the ones that's thinking about vaginas and breasts, because then you might put some thoughts in their mind. Let's get them up out of here. You know, let's just eliminate them. Let's just get them out. It's who? Hey, Denise, girl. Denise is here. This is not my sister. This is the other Denise. This is the other Denise. She's here. But yeah, I've been on here. I don't know how long I've been on here, but I'm about to get ready to go. I'm about to get ready to go. No, I did not do a full thing talking about the research and stuff. Because y'all got to give me something to research. You know, unless you just want me to pick something to research. I just feel it would be so much better if y'all gave me something to research. Then I can you know, it just helps me out. Then I can just get to flowing. So I told y'all, sometimes if I got to come up with my own ideas or whatever, that's where the stuckness come in, that me trying to figure out stuff. That's why it be taking me so long to come on here. Because I be having 2 million topics, but then I be like, do I even feel like talking about that? Do the people even want to hear about that? And then I don't be knowing if I'm coming on too early. Because I like to come on super early in the morning. Then I be like, people got to go to work, but then I don't want to come on at night because by nighttime, I just don't want to. I don't want to come on at night because I'm doing my own thing at night. It is hot up in here. But it was something that I did want to tell y'all about right quick, but I can't remember what it was. It was a video or something. Oh, I know what it was. It wasn't really important. It was that Janet Hubert. Remember the one that played as Aunt Viv on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the original Aunt Viv, the dark skinned Aunt Viv. Remember that her son, she just did a thing the other day, made some postings. Her son, I guess her son tried to commit suicide. He didn't pass away, but he tried to commit suicide the other day. And then she went and did a posting that said in so many words like, thank you, Will Smith. I guess you got what you wanted. My son tried to commit suicide. So in so many words, I guess she was blaming Will Smith for her son trying to commit suicide. Now, um, a lot of people came out and made videos about that, basically saying in so many words that she was crazy and how can you blame Will Smith for that and stuff like that. So I found that to be a little bit interesting, because I remember when Dave Chappelle said that it's crazy, just like you don't want to handle the situation, you don't really want to think about it or really want to go there with it. But I think it's kind of dismissive to call her crazy because I don't think she's crazy. I think she's a pretty smart woman, smart, educated woman. Even though some of the things that she do may or say may be a tad bit off, I don't think that she's crazy. I think that she may have a reason for what she said, and we may not necessarily know the reason because us as people on the outside looking in, we watch TV shows and we look at videos and reality, whatever, and we think based on a person acting or how they're coming across on TV, we think that that's who these people really are. You know what I mean? We think that if they acting and they funny, that they funny all the time. Like this is just their personality. We don't really know these. Matter of fact, it's not even a really. We don't know these people. We don't know what they do. We don't know their attitude, how they are. So I just feel like that she has a reason. Obviously, she feels that she has a reason for saying what she said. Now, this is just me, what I'm gathering. I don't even think that I'm all the way right about this. This is what I figured. I have did a little research on I watched a video that she did, and she had made a mention about them saying that she was difficult. I don't know if it was Will Smith or somebody saying. Remember that they were saying that the reason why she got let go of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is because she was difficult. She said when she first heard that, she was waiting, for somebody to come out and say something, whether it was Will Smith or somebody. And as a matter of fact, I think she said she even contacted Will and was like, Will, are you going to come out and say something? To be like, no, she was not difficult. Like she probably was woo, 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 but no, she wasn't difficult. She was really good on the set. And she said that no one came and said anything. And she said that that bothered her. Now, ever since that whole incident because if anything, no one had anything bad to say about Aunt Viv, about Janet Hubert. No one. If anything, we all had loved her. We liked her better than the light-skinned Aunt Viv, and pretty much just wanted to know what happened. Um, Based on what I thought that she probably had got let go because she had got pregnant. On the show, like that's what I thought that it was. And then they had to introduce a child to the show because she had got pregnant. But no one really had anything bad to say about her until she came out, I guess, making some comments about Will Smith being spoiled or him not, him being a brat on the show or feeling privileged or whatever she was saying about him on the show. People did not like her talking about Will Smith. And they came hard for her. She was no longer good old, we love good old Aunt Viv anymore. People started calling her crazy and she's all over the place. Maybe that affected her son. Maybe that affected her and her son. True enough, we don't know her son, but maybe her son felt a certain type of way. Maybe her son felt like he didn't like the way his mom was being talked about. We don't really know why she said what she said, but why in the world would she come on social media talking about, see, well, you did what you wanted to happen to you. I bet if you talked to her and really had the chance to ask her where that came from, she would have something to say. I mean, but that really reminded me of the whole Monique situation. Remember Monique? They were saying that Monique was difficult on the set of Precious. And Monique said that when, what is the man name that did Empire, the gay man, whatever his name is, that when he said that bothered her, she was waiting for him or for somebody to come out and say Monique was not difficult on the set. No, she was not difficult. But no one did that. So when that didn't happen, she went and she spoke her truth. When she spoke her truth, everybody had an issue with that. Why? Because she was speaking her truth about Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, and I never say nothing bad about Tyler Perry and Oprah. Why? Because we already have a preconceived notion, or we already have a perception. We've already done put how they are. Tyler Perry's hilarious all day long. He's funny. Oprah's just a businesswoman. She's the sweetest woman in the world. Lee Daniels, I don't know. He's cool. He's gay, but he's cool and he's hardworking. So the fact that Monique was going against them, speaking her truth, because she felt like no one would speak on her behalf, people started talking about her, calling her crazy and everything else. Just like Janet Hubert, since no one spoke on her behalf, she started speaking up. People started calling her crazy, which is really the same thing that I feel like people are doing with Essie. Essie felt like that she was being called co-conspirator and stuff that she shouldn't be called, you know. She basically wanted Steve Harvey that, okay, she was getting on my nerves. She a tad bit nosy, all up in my business with Mary and stuff. But no, she wasn't a co-conspirator and she wasn't trying to take money from me. No, she didn't do that. Essie felt like that didn't happen. So she started speaking her truth. As soon as she started speaking her truth, and by the way that she does it, then you start calling her crazy. Why? Because no one better say anything bad about Steve Harvey. Steve? He's a family man. He's hilarious. He loves God and Jesus. There's nothing bad to say about him. So to have this woman, who the hell is she, to sit up here and talk about this millionaire, wonderful guy on TV? Look, ain't nobody stupid. I see how this whole thing is playing out. I see and I see how people are easily being dismissed and being called crazy. Party up against a huge celebrity. Put a little celebrity up against a huge celebrity, especially one that we all done fell in love with. And we're going to talk about the smaller person all day long. We're going to talk about, oh, you crazy. You're a hater. He's a sweetheart. How can you talk about Will Smith? Will Smith is a sweetheart. He's cool all day long. Something is off over there with Will and Jada. We can call them cool and sweet all day long, but something is totally off with these people. The fact that your daughter was cutting herself, you allowing your son to wear, it's not okay. Y'all weird. It's some weirdisms going on over there in that celebrity world. So I tend to act like I know this man because I do not. They can come out tomorrow and say Will Smith beat on people, and I wouldn't even be surprised because I don't know anybody. Don't know none of these people. So, but that's my whole opinion on that. And as far as the other suicide, you know, the Anthony guy, then the Kate Spade, is that her name? It's a shame. Because you never, just like they say all the time with depression, you never know what a person is thinking. You never know what a person is going through. It's sad. The reason, let me just keep it honest. The reason why it seems really sad is because based on what I read or based on what I've been told about the Bible, is that if you kill yourself, you go straight to hell. There is no forgiveness. There is no getting yourself out of that. So that, and then the thing about depression is that them spirits, like when you get in that place, them spirits will really mess with your mind. Kill yourself. It ain't gonna get no better. Don't nobody care. You better off. Why do you even need to be on this earth? You know, it don't matter. You won't matter. They'll be okay. They're better off without you. While all of that stuff is going on, trying to take you there in your mind, all you got to do is wait one more week. It will be all over in the morning. It will be all over in a week. Just give it 2 more weeks It will get better. There's been times that I was so messed up in the mind because things was just not going right, and them spirits was just talking to me, just trying to get me. Because I know y'all have been there before when them spirits was deep, deep in the streets of the brain, trying to get you to go there, telling you that you're not worth it, and you just be better off gone. You just everything better off. They'll be okay. Everybody be okay. And literally, a few days later, life was okay. A week later, it was over. Whatever I was going through, oh man, them spirits was serious. They was trying to take me down. And if I would have been 7 days later, it was gonna be okay. It it was gonna be all right. They said Kate Spade committed suicide because of her divorce. Soon enough, it would have been over. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was hectic, a lot, probably finances and bickering and back and forth. And oh my God, and maybe she still cared about him and she wasn't ready for that, but it would have got better. It eventually would have got better. Just give it a little bit more time. But them spirits, they be some serious stuff. And then you take your life, and based on what I've been told, based on what I read, there's no coming back from that. So I think every time that I hear somebody has committed suicide, that may be the first you got to remember that. So that's the saddest thing about it, is that you can't like try to fix that, because you took your own life. You didn't allow the Most High to handle that. He would have gotten everything would have been okay. Just give it a little bit more time. Just a little bit more time. Everything will work itself out. So that's my feelings on that. Every time somebody speak on truth, they try to beat and name down and dope calling them crazy. That's so wrong. That's Hollywood for you. Or Hollywood, yeah. Yeah, Lee Daniels, Natty. Thank you, girl. Right. And then the thing about Aunt Viv too. Aunt Viv, she got some videos here on YouTube too. Y'all can go look up her name, Janet Hubert. Look at some of them videos. If you looked at the videos, you would think that, oh my God, is she partially losing it because of the trolls? She was actually coming after YouTubers that were making videos about her, that she felt like they were trying to blast her or talk about her in so many words. And I guess she was calling her lawyer. She was emailing them because the YouTubers are complaining, saying that you're trying to come for me with your lawyers and stop harassing me, emailing me. So I think that things was affecting her. Life ain't like how it was probably when she first came out. There's social media. There's a lot of things that can drag you just a little bit more that you can see and indulge in and read the comments on. And maybe she just wasn't used to all of that. And maybe that's where some of them YouTube videos came from, because they seem a little off. This is a little off. Matter of fact, can I find it? Maybe I can find it right quick. Right, because I'm trying to totally figure out how to use the screen sharing thing. Okay. Now I don't even know if I'm on the right thing. Okay, I got to do that again. Did y'all see that? Right, the entire screen. I'm doing this screen. But which one am I? Am I hitting this one? Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh my goodness. No, this can't possibly be right, because is this right? But how is it right? Because then how do I see what? Oh, okay. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, this is what I'm doing. Okay, now can y'all see this? I don't even know if y'all can see it because before I was trying to do some stuff and then I couldn't even see it. Okay, good, y'all see it. Okay, like this is the video that I seen because I had came on her page and she did a video and I was like, this video is a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffies, but we gon' is this it? Oh, here we go, right here.
My name is Laquana Nanisha. And let me explain what's going on here. Now, I put up a video, a Miss You with video, because see, I have this here YouTube channel. It's mine. And so I put up a video of her video. But now she making me take it down because she's saying that it's her video when it's my video or her video. It's my channel. So let me tell you what happened here. I get this here email and it say, I'm gonna read it to you right now. It say, you is in violation of a copyright. You must take down this video. Oh, sorry, I forgot. It did say please. But you have 24 hours to remove this video, your video. Okay, here's why I'm mad now.
She done lost her mind.
This is my channel.
She done lost all the math.
Mine. Don't use her.
Oh my God, how do I stop this? Oh my God, she done lost all the. Yeah, you know. So when I seen that, I was like, okay, Jan. Okay, Jan was getting upset. But did you see that she was upset at the YouTubers because talking about, you know, it's just crazy. I was surprised to see that video. That just lets me know that the trolls obviously had got to her. The fact that she would make that type of video going against the troll people. That was fun. I didn't even know I could have on here. You know, because I be looking up a lot of stuff on I'm about to get off of here for a minute because I did not even know. That was pretty cool, you know, because that is so much better than looking up editing videos. If I can just be able to pop some stuff up here, then that worked out perfect for me. Okay, wait a minute. Because then maybe then I can show y'all swimming stuff or other things if I can. What was I looking at? Did y'all see that thing about the Sweetie Pies guy that oh boy from Sweetie Pies just keep getting into trouble? Now what's the name of this video? Yeah, you know, Robbie's son from Sweetie Pies. He just hit somebody. He just punched one of his cook Norman up right quick. And I see, can I find this video of Tim Norman? Okay, let me go back to this. Is that his name? Here we go, right here.
If you write anything on your computer, you need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much all day, every day.
What we do here is go back.
Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, lately we've begun to think of Tim Norman, Robbie, on Welcome to Sweetie Pies as more of a bad boy opposed to being a businessman. Now, hell, some might even think of him as a straight up gangster, a thug after his latest incident. Now, Norway, the police investigation involved questioning his ex-girlfriend. You guessed it, Basketball Wives star Jennifer Williams. Now, this is according to the blast. Now, the report says that on April 19th, Norman was charged by the district attorney of Harris County with a misdemeanor assault. Now, police say that Norman punched Horace Hodges, who was a chef at Sweetie Pies, in the face. Now, Hodges claimed to have been which allegedly escalated to the point where Norman became angry and punched him in the eye. Now, police spoke to Norman, 39, who strangely claimed he knew of the incident but did not see what happened. He knew of the incident but didn't see what happened. Okay. Then at that point.
So maybe that's why the show was being cut off all of a sudden, because I wasn't expecting the show to end that quickly. It just kind of ended. This is like last season. I'm like, are you serious? Last season? So maybe it got something to do with Tim, since he keep getting in trouble. Like, what do y'all think? Because first it was old girl, and then do y'all even watch Sweetie Pies? He was on Sweetie Pies and making it seem like she was stalking him. Really, Tim? No one believed that. No one believed that Jennifer was stalking you, but good how you played that out on the show if you even thought that we thought that. But yeah, maybe it got something to do with him, because the whole incident with her stalking her, and now you're sitting up here hitting somebody in the mouth. So maybe Oprah was like, that's too much drama on the OWN network, too much drama on OWN. Yeah, but I actually like the show, so it's disappointing that it's off now. But anyway, I'm about to get. What are you doing? Oh, it's about to storm that bad outside?
You know how it was storming last night?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna storm like that again.
Okay, well, hopefully I can sleep good tonight since it's about to storm.
I didn't sleep good, me either, because your dog kept shaking.
Okay, well, that's bad. All right, people, I'm about to get ready to go. Ben, come say bye. Or say hi to the people, Ben. Say hi, Ben. Ben getting old. He's an old man. Say hi, Ben. Ben, say hi to everybody. Ben, just say hi. Ben is like 50 years old. He's like going on 8 years old. So I know he look like he's a baby, but he's not. Ben, stop shaking and act like a grown man like you are. You're a grown man, act like it. Don't be grown. But anyway, no, you're not. I don't have no coffee. Just get out of here, dog, and drink your coffee. But anyway, I'm about to go, people. I hope you have a fabulous Sunday. If y'all going to church and stuff, make sure you go to, pray for me too. And what else was I gonna say? And make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Well, like if you see fit, subscribe if you want to, share if you feel like it's worth it. I mean, just whatever. But make sure you follow me. Go do that. Okay? Go to Facebook and follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet, and also my personal page, people. Just because I do a lot of personal things that you may want to know about and stuff like that. At Geneva McClain, my government name. The name my mama gave me that name, Geneva McClain, or Geneva's Closet on Facebook, people. But I enjoyed so much talking to you today. I really did. And I hope that you all have a fabulous night, a wonderful Sunday, and all of them beautiful things. People, I will talk to you later, people. How do I end this video? I'm right on a thing. Bye.